You've got episode 112 of Family Life Mornings. We're a morning radio show hosted by Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life, a network of stations across New York and Pennsylvania. A podcast, a weekly look at the moments you might have missed.
He's a really good boy. A really good boy.
If you haven't already, subscribe today so you don't miss a thing, and find out more about what we do at familylife.org.
A fun way to start the day, and nothing to embarrass you in front of the kids. Family Life Mornings.
My wife and I have 4 kids, and when they were younger, every year we would take one day towards the end of the summer, and we called it our corn day. We would pick dozens and dozens and dozens of ears of corn, and then husk them, blanch them, and strip the corn off the cobs and freeze them. So we had corn during the winter months. And it was always fun because it tasted like fresh corn. But it was a long process. And part of the reason why it took so long was stripping the corn off the cob. That takes some time, and if you're not careful, it could cost you a finger or two, too. But now there's a way that speeds up the process. It prevents knife cuts on the fingers, and it's just easier. All you need is a bundt cake pan and a bucket. You put the cake pan in the bucket and take an ear of corn after it's been blanched and just shove it down the hole of the bundt cake. And it strips off all the corn at once. And I'm like, why didn't we see this 20 years ago when we were doing all the corn? But it's a great idea.
I'm confused. What's the difference between a husk and a shuck? Like the husking
Spelling.
or the...
Spelling.
Thanks for tuning in to Family Life Mornings. We're giving away free smiles, and we've got one that's just your size.
Remember when you were the hero at the fair, when you won some kind of contest and you brought home the stuffed animal for your
Yes.
kid? Oh, the kids loved you because you're the hero. You were able to do that. There was a guy at a Wisconsin fair recently who came home with an animal. And remember, those animals sometimes are so big, the stuffed animal, you stick them in the back.
Yeah.
Stick them in the back of the car. Well, this guy, he brought home an animal, and he was a little hungry on the way home, so he stopped in the drive-thru. And the people at the drive-thru looked and did a double. It's like, wow, that's big. Oh, wait a minute. It's moving. Wait, what is that? That looks like a cow. And the guy says, I got the cow at the fair, and I'm taking him to my farm. And so it is a live cow. He stuck in his back seat. Now, you're used to bringing home a stuffed animal, but after you order 23 chicken sandwiches for that, because you don't want to order a hamburger. You know why.
Yeah.
You don't want to do
right.
that. After those 23 chicken sandwiches, he will be a stuffed animal.
God gives us each new morning. We give you the encouragement to get through it. This is Family Life.
Some people spend a lot of money at the salon, and I don't. I refuse to, so I do what you're supposed to not do.
What's that?
I pluck them. When I find a gray hair, I pluck it.
Oh.
I know you're not supposed to. They say like 10 of their friends will follow, but I just also pluck their friends. And so far, I still have hair. I'm okay with it. But I did notice that during the pandemic, a few more friends showed up. And it's because gray hair is related to stress. You know, there's a stress response in your body that causes the pigment to leave your hair. But there's a way that you can fix it, and it doesn't cost you anything. And I love this. Basically, go in reverse. Stress. The opposite would be relaxation. And so just chill out a little bit. Don't let stress overtake your life. And they say that your pigment will go back to its original color.
Wow.
So, guys, I'm going to take off some time, okay?
Okay, see you later.
See you later. 'Cause
Bye-bye.
when I think of stress...
We're part of your complete breakfast. Family Life Mornings.
Public health crisis. Mom was right, so was the kindergarten teacher. It's nothing new. We hear about it a lot, but apparently it's very important. And now researchers are saying it really negatively affects the brain. We're talking about lack of sleep. And when Mom said, go to bed, you need to get your sleep. And over the years, the average hours of number of night's sleep has gone down nationwide, and it's becoming a real problem. And so we need to take those naps and rest. And here's the thing, the researchers are saying it really negatively affects the brain. But here's the situation that I'm curious about that I don't understand. among people I know anyway, close to me, I get a great night's sleep every night. I mean, seemingly, it's really, really rare when I don't get a good night's sleep. So I get a great night's sleep. But they say it negatively affects your brain, and I have not seen any negative effect. I have not seen any negative effects on my brain. Do you guys have any comments on that?
Anytime there's, a research study or anything like that, there are always exceptions.
Right.
I thought you were telling a joke.
No. Wait a minute. You're saying I'm exceptional? I'm exceptional.
You're an anomaly.
Thank you, I think.
It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
Willie is an Australian shepherd dog, and Willie enjoys dinner with the rest of his family. He sits right at the dinner table, and he has a bowl that has Willie written right on it. And as the food is placed in front of everybody there, Willie doesn't just dig right in. He just sits there patiently, and then he lifts up a paw to his owner, the father of the house, who holds on to his paw and says grace.
Wow.
Thanks God for the food, and when he says, in Jesus' name, amen, then Willie starts eating. And then when Willie is done eating, he doesn't just scamper off. He sits there patiently and waits to be dismissed from the table. And a lot of people said, I want Willie to come to my house because he could teach my kids some manners. But any way you look at it, he's a Willie good boy. A Willie good boy.
Facing a brand new day is a whole lot easier when you remember that God is in charge.
This is Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy.
Don't quit when your parents are saying take piano lessons. Take them and don't stop. I've heard so many people as adults who have said, boy, I wish I didn't quit piano lessons.
Boy, I wish I didn't quit piano.
I know. It wouldn't it be great just to sit down and be able to play the piano. It's it's a great gift to be able to do. There's a guy who's made it a little bit maybe easier or different. It's certainly going to help piano players, and they've tested this experiment. It's a robotic thumb. It's an extra appendage that you can put. They've tested it with piano players, people who can actually play.
Yeah.
And it's controlled by the foot. But so you have an extra appendage on your hand so you can play with that. And they said the experiment has worked with 6. And they said, this is great. Oh, the guy who invented it was so excited. Hey, give me 6. Give me 6. Give me 6. It works.
Are you just starting your day? Well, so are we. It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life Mornings.
I almost don't want to say.
Okay.
Randy, this is going to be so hard for you and I. I don't know. Steve's handwriting is notoriously messy, right?
Yes.
That's
he
kind.
should be a doctor.
That's a very kind description.
I just read that people with messy writing might be geniuses or genii, I guess.
Genii.
So,
Is that a joke?
Might be. This is legitimate, that if your handwriting is really messy, you might be a genius. Steve might be a genius. All right, if you're the kind of person who spaces your words way out, well, you're looking for some room to breathe. If you use loopy letters, that's me. You're very emotional, very sensitive. Okay, so just so you know. And if you're the kind of person who just sends emails and texts, you're very private. I don't want anybody to know anything about me because of my handwriting. So I'm going to take
That is true. That's what I would have said.
the genius.
Of course, I'm the genius.
This is Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
Just watched this video, and I'm going to have to try this. It's a toasted sandwich trick.
Okay.
And what you do is you take 2 slices of bread.
Right.
And whatever you want to put between it.
Okay.
You put it, but kind of focus it right on the middle part of the bread.
Okay.
You put the slices of bread together.
Okay.
And then you take a glass.
Like a drinking glass.
A drinking glass. And turn it upside down and press it down right in the middle of the sandwich.
So you have like a little hole out of it.
Yeah, it makes a circular type sandwich, and you kind of twist the glass back and forth, and it cuts the bread, and it also kind of seals the bread together, and then you can just pop that right in the toaster.
No.
And it comes out, and you've got yourself a toasted. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna make a tuna melt. I think
What do you mean? No.
Tuna fish and some cheese, and try that.
Teresa's
It's a terrible idea because if it doesn't seal all the way, which it probably won't, then some of the stuff is going to ooze out. Some of the cheese. I mean, Randy, you're going to have like albacore tuna stuck on the coils of your toaster, and it's going to be smoking.
Try it anyway?
I'm going to try it. I've got an old toaster. So, if it does leak out, I'll just go.
Try
this.
Christina know you're doing this?
No, she'll be at work. So
try this quick thing once.
Put the sandwich thing he's talking about in a toaster oven on a tray instead of in a toaster.
Takes all the fun out of it, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but it depends on whether his wife likes it or not.
Yeah.
Right.
Good point.
In his defense, Randy says they have a 4 slotter, but only 2 of the slots work. So really, they need a new toaster.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's one way to do it.
Steve, Terese, and Randy. Because you can never have enough friends. We're Family Life, a friend you can turn to.